this computer. Okay. Good evening, people. Nice to see all of you here. My name is Gediminas, and this is our February planning call. So I wanted to share a couple of ideas with you guys today, and then I'm going to pick on a couple of people to share their ideas. January, usually a slow month, actually been quite okay. It's been actually quite good. Nice to see some people hitting new promotions, new levels, new qualifications. So that's absolutely amazing. And February, of course, is one of our favorite months. Because we have the Valentine's Day, and we'll talk about it in just a minute. And by the way, this February is a long one, so we've got 29 days instead of 28. Can you imagine? So what will you do with all of that extra time, guys? It's like you've got a borrowed day this month. Okay, so first of all, what I wanted to do is, if I can, get rid of this thing. Let me see if I can drag it out. Maybe I can put it here. Yeah, I can put it here. Cool. Okay. Or actually, what I'll do, I'll just get rid of it altogether, just for now. Okay. So February. So first of all, tip number one, set your goals. If you can't see a target, then you're not going to hit it. I can guarantee that for sure. So, if you want February to be pretty much like January and pretty much like last year and pretty much like last couple of years, then just carry on doing the same thing. But if you want it to change, if you want to have different results, then you want to start setting goals. I'm sure you've heard of it. I'm sure somebody told you, and I'm sure you thought, what a bunch of nonsense, right? Waste my time sitting down, planning and setting goals. What a nonsense. I'm too busy for that, right? And you will be too busy for that for the rest of your life, unless you do start setting goals. But the goals that I'd like you to set, I'd like you to set some very specific goals to do with this business. So as you can see on the screen here, I've got scattered around the screen different motivational programs, right? So in the top left corner, you have our Magnolia program, where you go from 3% to 6% to 9% to 12% to 15 to 18 to 21. And as you can see, at each of those positions, you start earning increasing amount of money. So whereas at 3%, you might earn, £1.58. As you keep going through these levels at 18, 21%, you can start getting, £500, £1,000 a month, which is a pretty good extra income. But again, you're not going to hit those levels by accident. You're only going to hit them on purpose if you make a goal, make a plan to actually go ahead and hit those goals, right? So my tip number one is decide what level are you going to hit in February, right? What is your business going to reach this month, right? Because if you don't plan for it, I'm telling you, you ain't going to hit it. Then on the top right corner there, you see fast start. So if you started in business in January, so in February, you can hit 15% level, which is about halfway through the Magnolia program, which is 12,000 points. And you can actually get an extra £400 cash bonus for February, right? So that's not too bad. And then if you hit 21% in March, you'll get another 800 quid, right? But I hear you ask, well, what if I joined in December, right? Well, if you joined in December and you didn't hit 15% level last month, you could still do the second chance. So just below the fast start, you see the green thing called second chance. So if you joined in December and you didn't hit any higher levels, that's okay. Then in January, maybe you hit 3% or 6% or 9%. So you didn't get to 15% quite yet. That's okay too. You could still qualify for extra £200 this month for hitting 15% level. So even if you hit the 15% level in your third month, you will still get an extra £200 cash bonus. And then in fourth month, which for you would be March, you just maintain it. And then in April, if you hit 21%, you get extra £400 bonus, right? So again, these are cash bonuses available for you. All you have to do is just make your mind up if you want to reach that, if you actually want to get to that, and then we'll help you get there. The next one below that is what we call stairway to success. So every time you go up a level and maintain it for 2 months, you actually get a cash bonus. So when you go from 6% to 9% and maintain for 2 months, you get 70 quid. For 12%, you get 120 quid. For 15%, 180, and so on. So again, if previous month you were at a certain level, make a goal to at least maintain it or to go up a level, right? So again, it has to be on your plan, right? And then at the bottom there, you see welcome home. That's our incentive program to help you pay your mortgage or your rent, and it gives you €500 bonus. And what you have to do, as you can see there in that table, you have to get 6 people in your team, 6 different legs, 6 different groups in your team to do 5,000 points each, right? So if you bring in 6 serious people, maybe you already got 2, maybe you already got 3, right? So you don't have to start from scratch. If you do have to start from scratch, that's okay too, right? But get 6 people in your team to do 5,000 points each, and you'll get another €500 bonus. And what's cool about that one is not one-off. That one is monthly. So if next month your 6 people do 5,000 points again, you get another €500. So that's an extra €6,000 a year, right? So first step for a great February for you is to set your goals. And there's what Brian Tracy calls the law of diminishing intent, right? Which means the longer you wait to do something, the less likely you are to do that thing. So my advice for you, set your goals tonight. Even if it's on just a little napkin, even if it's just on a little piece of paper, just sit down, grab a pen, and make a plan. What do I want to get in February? Where do I want my business to grow? How many people do I want to recruit? How many people in total do I want to have in my team? How many points turnover do I want to do with my team? What level do I want to hit? How much money I want to make? Etc. Make that plan. I tell you, you will be happy you did. So that's number 1. Number 2, once you set your goals, then make a plan of action. Setting your goals is okay, but unless you back it up with a plan how you're going to do it, then again, big chance you ain't going to do it, right? Because it's just like out there, right? Like, yeah, I'd love to get that, but I don't even know how, right? So step number 2 then is make a plan of action. Think, okay, what do I need to actually do on this month, right? And then break it down into weeks, break it down into days, right? Then it becomes real for you. So instead of being a pipe dream of recruiting 20 people in February, it becomes a very real thing where you go, okay, I need to recruit a person every 3 days. What do I need to do? How many messages do I need to send out to recruit a person every 3 days? You know what I mean? It becomes a lot more realistic now because you're actually breaking it down into actions. How many messages do I need to send? How many coffee meetings do I need to arrange? How many presentations do I need to do? How many webinars do I need to do? How many lives do I need to get on? And so on and so on and so on to get that goal into reality, right? So that's step number 2. Step number 3 is talk with your sponsor. So the goals you set, take a picture, send it to your sponsor. Because you know what? The easiest person to let down is yourself. Because you've been doing that all of your life, right? Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it next week, right? And before you know it, the month has gone, right? But when you send it to somebody else, it's called a forcing system. Now you're being forced to do that because it's your name on the line, because you promised somebody who you hopefully respect that you're going to do it, right? So number 1, send your goals and your action plan to your sponsor. Now, if you're one of those people who says, well, I know what I want to get this much money, but I don't know what to do. I don't know what actions do I need to do, etc. Great. Talk with your upline sponsor, because your upline sponsor can help you make an action plan by hearing your goals. But unless your sponsor knows what your goals are, unless your upline leader knows what you want to achieve in business, they cannot help you because they don't know what you want, right? But if at least you tell your upline leader, hey, this is what I want to achieve. This is how much money I want to make. This is the level I want to hit. Now they've got something to work with. Now they can tell you, okay, to hit that, this is what we need to do. This is what you actually need to do, etc. Right? So you'll have a better idea of where to go and what to do. Okay, so like I mentioned, this month it's Valentine's Day, right? So roll on. For our business, it's the best celebration of the year after Christmas, right? Because everybody's going to be buying presents, right? And guess where they're going to be buying them? From you, of course, right? So think about all the things you can do for Valentine's Day. Now, it goes without saying that the company will prepare gift sets, they will do discounts, they'll do everything. But what can you do from your side? How can you use those discounts? How can you use those special offers and those promotions, etc.? Don't just be a reactive person. Be a proactive person. Think in advance. Okay, Valentine's Day is in 14 days. What can I do, right? What can I start? How can I start promoting it? How can I start showing it? How can I start preparing my customers for the Valentine's Day, right? Follow up, right? Some of you have been in a business for a month now, for 2 months, for 3 months, some of you for years, right? Follow up with people, right? Everybody that you sold to, reach out to them, whether it's a guy or a woman, reach out to them, say, hey, have you got a present, Valentine's Day present for your spouse, for your wife, for your husband, etc., right? If it's a guy, mostly the question will be no, right? Great. Can I help you with that, right? Can I give you some ideas? Can I send you some ideas, right? No obligation, right? Just have a look. Maybe you'll find something that you like. You know what I mean? So think about, what can I prepare? Maybe you can prepare some, sets of your own, some gift sets. Maybe you've got some products, right? Think about, what can you set up for Valentine's Day, right? Gift ideas. You might want to, wrap them up. Some of you guys I've seen for Christmas, you were doing like these plastic bubbles with stuff inside, and, wrapping them nicely, doing like hamper baskets, etc. Guess what? Most of that stuff you can use for Valentine's Day, right? Just remove all the, Christmas stuff. But the rest of it, you can still do all of those gifts ideas and things like that for February too, okay? So, one is to direct message people, just ask, hey, have you already got all of your presents, for your special someone, right? For Valentine's Day. If they haven't got, you can send them some, create maybe a special WhatsApp or Facebook group for Valentine's Day, right? So you can even invite people to a special separate group just for the Valentine's Day, right? Where they can join in, and you can share a bunch of ideas in there, maybe even on a daily basis, right? Because it's only for the Valentine's Day. After the 14th, you delete it or whatever, you change it, you convert it or whatever, right? But it can be just a great idea to reach out to get together with your customers, because a lot of you are probably thinking the way I used to think. And I used to think, well, since all of these lovely people have bought products from me, surely when February comes, they're all going to start reaching out to me, messaging me and calling me and saying, Gediminas, can you help me with my Valentine's Day gifts? For some reason, my phone was silent, right? And ain't nobody's going to call you, right? People are lazy. That's what they are, right? They're just going to grab something in Tesco's, right? So you need to be proactive, right? You need to be reaching out to people, reminding them about yourself, because if you don't do that, guess what? The Amazon will remind them about themselves. The eBay will remind them about themselves. The Facebook advertisers will remind them, right? So unless you are in their attention span, unless you are reaching out to them, they won't remember about you. Trust me, right? Even if they bought from you 3 days ago, it doesn't matter. Trust me. They'll go and buy something from a duty-free. So reach out to them, remind them about yourself, right? Salons and businesses, right? Think about your local businesses around you. Could you put some posters up? Could you put some displays up? Could you put the sample kit up in places, etc., to do with Valentine's, right? So again, you can revisit those businesses and say, hey guys, Valentine's Day this month, a lot of your customers will be celebrating Valentine's Day and they'll be looking for gifts, etc. I'm prepared to do this, that, and the other. Partner up with you. Maybe lend a sample kit for a day or two or whatever, right? To generate some extra sales for February, right? Okay, so what we're going to do now, let me just go ahead and bring this back up. Cool. We've got this. Let me get here. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go ahead and pick on some people to share their ideas for the lovely February. Let me go ahead and unmute our amethyst star, Irina. Oliver. Hey, Irina.
Hello, hello, hello. Thank
So,
you for giving me the opportunity. Finally, I was sitting and like waiting.
now,
So, guys,
the question I've got for you, Irina, and I know you're going to share some other things too, but just like think about, and if you could share with the guys what went well for you in January. So, I know not everything is positive, but let's keep this positive, guys. So some of you had, some challenges as well in January. Let's not go into challenges on this live. Let's talk about what went well in January.
who told you that January is bad month? That is fantastic.
And then
As
your
a
tips for
team,
February.
we hit Amethyst Star. And having such leaders like Diamond Orchid Margarita Rudzinskienė, Golden Orchid Birutė Kording, Zita Jacevičienė, Liudmila Diloyan, Golden Orchid, a lot of amaranth and pearls, and I just not recognize everyone, but like 2 new pearls, Rutendo Stevens and Kashima Gordon, first time hit pearl orchids. So that, guys, is amazing. And really, we need plan, even if we don't know, even if we're not sure how we're going to do it. But we need to think wider. And let me tell you a story for you. Do you know what day is going to be tomorrow? 2nd, so means 02, like February 2nd, 2020, yeah? So that is like in 2002, 20th of February, if you write a date 2002 and later slash 2002, what that date? And backwards, but my husband is telling backwards because it's like in Lithuania we doing actually like in England you driving wrong. In Lithuania we driving at the other side. Okay, but that was date when I made the decision, no matter what, to succeed in network marketing. I never had any experience, but I just made wish. Then like decision, not wish, just decision, yeah? And I was told that evening on stage, but said, okay, if you made something bad decision, definitely will happen. But if you make decision, something very good and big, that will also happen. So guys, I am proof. And Birute according, she could tell you that it really was because that she was my sponsor in that company. And then I made a decision to succeed. So write your list after now this Zoom finish. Write down your goals, your big, and wait up till 12 o'clock. After 12, you can tell that the world, and that will happen. Because then I made decision to succeed. Look where I am now. Now I am Amethyst Star, and even on such like people telling bad month, quiet month, January, already Amethyst, and with new orchids in my team. Guys, that is unbelievable company with amazing products and with amazing people we bringing on board. Like similarities attract similarities. If we become better, we attract better people. If we're using products, we like them, of course, we'll attract people who will like them as well. And now Valentine's Day, perfume with pheromones. Oh my God, that could be number 1 product on your list. And not just perfumes. Open catalog and check list what else we got from the same range. Let's say perfumes, shower gel, deodorant, body lotion. So you can make money and you can teach people make money. And I would like to see all of you, of course, in Maldives. And not one, but a lot of cars in my team I would like to see. And as Gediminas mentioned, all these programs, go back and check everything. And start month, not from last day, shall I do 50 points or not? But even today, when we planning from first day, everything will happen. All dreams will come true. So you know what's the difference between last day and first day? Difference. Just 1 second. We went last month and now we started February. And of course, February must be even better as January. Even January also was very, very good. So see you at the top. Everyone can do it. And remember that I want to remind you that you still need to, if someone did yesterday orders 300 points or more, send us your invoices. And because lottery waiting, laptop waiting for us. And maybe we will think later what else we can do for our team. That was Anita's owners of UK office present for our team. We also might be think, give us some ideas, even after today's like maybe official what Gediminas want to say. Later we need to think what ideas you got, how to do our meetings more productive, so we could enroll more people into our business, we could sell more products, we could have more happy customers, and we make more money. So that's it from me. Gediminas,
Awesome. Thank you very
who
much.
else you would like to us to talk?
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Irina. Round of applause for Irina, guys. Okay, so we also got our superstar, our one and only, undefeated Sarah Mash. Let me go ahead and unmute this beautiful lady. Hey, Sarah.
Hi, guys. Thanks, Gediminas, bringing this fun on me.
Sarah straight away thinks that I'm talking to him, but I'm not. Okay, so Sarah, again, awesome month, finishing with over 70,000 in volume. Please do share what worked well for you in January, and what advice would you give to the guys for February. Sarah is a Pearl Orchid in our team. She's hit, last month was her 4th month in a row hitting Pearl, so on fire this lady is.
Thanks, Gediminas. So what worked well for me and my team in January is, if your team's winning, you're winning. And this really is about, you know, supporting your team as much as you can, so you can get to the high levels in your business. So I'm a huge believer in goal setting, and I know that part of this call is about goal setting. But, you know, it's not just about setting a goal, it's about planning how to do it. So with my team, I like to break things down into bite-sized pieces, and I tend to work backwards when we figure out our goals. So we kind of like figure out where we want to be at the end of the month, and then we'll break it down into bite-sized pieces so we can figure out what we'll do each day. So for example, if somebody in my team wants to get to 21% level, 30k in their organisation, well, you can't just have that figure in your head without knowing how to do it. So we'll say, like, well, we'll find 6 people. Once we find those 6 people, we'll show them how to do the business. We'll get them onto a call with Gediminas or do a call with your upline and work out a plan for those individual people. So once again, we're helping those people achieve their smaller bite-sized goals, but collectively that helps you achieve your bigger goals. So my biggest piece of advice for anybody in the business is to work as closely as you can with your team. Reach out to your upline and just keep a really close family, because if you work together, you win together.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Sarah. Thank you. All right, let me pick on Terry and Daniel. Okay. Hey, guys.
Hi. How are you doing?
Terrific. So this is our orchid couple. Amazing guys. Daniel is an author. Terry is just an absolute fire person, you know, rocking and rolling. As you can see, you know, Daniel is a great salesman. Terry is a good-looking woman.
That's what we have going. That's what we have going for us.
But most importantly, Daniel rocks a fantastic hairstyle, like myself. You know, and you know, I saw this photo of Jeff Bezos. They said as soon as you go bald, very soon after that you become a billionaire. So,
yeah.
I'm really looking forward to that. So, guys, what worked well for you in January, and what tips would you have for people in February?
I mean, one of the things I've done today, we've been in contact with our team because we did very well. We could, I mean, it could be better. I mean, the way it is that no matter what your result is, if you're critically looking at your progress and what you're doing, you would always find places that you can improve. And that's what we want February to be. January is like the template for what the rest of your year should be like. So if you do well in January, you want to see what worked well for you in January. How do we improve on it? And how do we move it forward to get better results? You know, like if you're driving a car up a hill, when do you stop stepping on the gas? Do you stop stepping on the gas when you're driving up a hill? And if you do stop stepping on the gas, what happens to the car? Does the car carry on up the hill, or does it start going backwards?
Depends on the car.
So if you have a goal that you're reaching for, you have a destination that you want to get to, see that as an uphill travel. Uphill. I don't want to use the word struggle. You're progressing uphill. You don't want to get your foot off the gas. That's when you want to step down on the gas to make it all the way to a safe area, a safe period. And once you get there, you want to take stock. You want to look around and see how you worked it, what you did, what worked for you, and how you got there, and then improve on that to get to the next landing, the hedge, or whatever. Okay, so it is like Sarah said, bite size. You look at where you want to go, and then you plot your journey from where you are to where you want to be. And then from there to where you want to be next. And that's how it is. So we're already looking at what we're going to do for February. I already spoke to Irina today. And, you know, people in our team now, they've got the idea. You've got to speak to your upline. You've got to stay in touch. I mean, some of the things that we have achieved right from when we started the business, we achieved more things staying close to Irina. You know, it probably wouldn't have happened, but the fact that we were next or close to the fire, you know, it's like you go out camping, you make a fire, and everybody sits around the fire to stay warm. Irina is that blazing inferno. You know, she is. I said to her this morning, I said, Irina, you were a tiger last night. You know. She was focused, she was determined, she got the deal done. You know, from one call to the other, those are the kind of action you want to be close to that to see how it's done. You know, so the fact that we stayed close to her, I mean, we decided to go over there yesterday because we know it's the last day of the month, and we were very close to achieving a goal, to achieving a directive we set for ourselves, and we knew that being close to Irina inevitably will get us the rest of the way. But it wasn't just something we planned.
Daniel, I interrupt you. Look,
Yeah.
don't you think so? That I'm such focus every day for 14 years already.
At the end, but yesterday you were. I got singed just being next to you yesterday.
So yes, you know what does it mean that I am? Yeah. But actually, the same focus I am in today and tomorrow and after.
Yeah.
So that is why you really good that you came yesterday to me. You saw how focused and how organized I am. Do this, quickly. Because then your team growing so rapidly and levels going, so it's like, it's not possible. Shall I talk to you or not?
Yeah.
It's a big luxury for me to be in bad mood. What?
Okay, guys. Thank you so much, Terry and Daniel. Thank you so much, Irina. So before we wrap up this call, just a quick announcement that this month we've got essential training. It's on Saturday, 8th of February, so do make a note. It's at the FM shop in London, right? So that's in Neasden Lane in London at the FM Distributor Center. That's where it's going to happen on Saturday, 8th of February from 10 a.m. till 1 p.m. So essential training is basically where we cover the 7 skills of network marketing, where we talk about how to find people, how to invite people, how to present your business, how to follow up with people, how to close, how to get new people started, and how to promote events. So if you or anybody from your team would like to attend, just drop me a message so that I have an idea of how many people, because the space there is not the biggest.
Gediminas, did you already inform office about it?
No. Why?
Aha! But that's why.
Do I need to inform them? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, we need to inform because
of course I've informed them, Irina.
Okay.
Of course I've informed them.
And again, guys, you know that this lottery, everyone wants to win. And in future, we cannot accept such mess. How are you thinking? Is it not clear written on a post that what you need to do and where you need to place your invoices?
Yeah, so
not
so
just
that's,
in all group everywhere, but
so
just
for the laptop,
under.
yeah, for the laptop draw, guys. If you are on the Rising Stars, you put your invoice under the post on the Rising Stars, and then you send it to your nearest Orchid Club member, so to the nearest Pearl, etc. And they will pass on then the full list to Irina, and then we'll organize the draw. So don't all start messaging Irina privately.
The reason we did that, I wanted, and we Gediminas when we spoke to. So we put post, and we ask you put under that post all your invoices, so everyone could be on fire, and we probably could reach even better results if we could see all posts who done. Now, I getting on phone, like messages with photos, on WhatsApp, on Viber, on Messenger, on Skype. Guys, do I really have time? In some platforms, maybe where I'm not existing even, So
okay, let's keep it positive, Irina.
Exactly.
So guys, the laptop is up for grabs. If you haven't done so, reach out to your nearest Orchid Club member, send them your invoice. They'll send a full list to us. And then I think on the 9th of February, we'll do our Facebook Live and we'll draw the winner for the laptop. Best of luck, everybody. Hope you guys are going to win it. Thanks very much for jumping on today. You guys have a great rest of your evening, and we'll see you at the top. Bye for now.
Good night.
Have an awesome February.